Hello everyone! Welcome to my channel and Let's Play. This is going to be an on-the-spot translation of the indie otome game Irohanihoheto. This gives very much like nostalgic vibes because it's from the Taisho period, and yeah, note that however I will only be placing the first 10 minutes of each part as free on my YouTube. This is my way of somehow making money because I kind of need it. Yeah, translation can take quite a lot of mental energy, I suppose. And also on that, there will probably be moments where I stop and maybe even Google a word or something because my Japanese is not perfect. But yeah, hopefully you will still be able to enjoy this Let's Play. Anyway, let me start. I do love the music, I'm not going to lie. Okay. 窓から差し込む朝日に自然と目が覚める。My eyes open naturally to the daylight that comes through the window. まだ眠いけど起きないと。I'm still sleepy, but I need to wake up. 意を決して布団から出る。I take all my energy and get out of my futon. 今日もいい天気。Today's good weather as well. 春になったとはいえ、まだ寒さを含んだ空気が部屋に入り込んでくる。It is spring, however, it's the kind of time where there's still some coldness in the air and it comes into the room when you open the windows. ひんやりとした空気が頬なで、私の目をさらに覚ましてくれる。The cold air touches my cheeks and helps me wake up a little. よし、今日も頑張ろう。Alright, I'm gonna do my best today as well. 小さく気合を入れて、いざ台所へ向かう。I kind of, go, I don't know how to explain it in English, but and go towards the kitchen. 仕事に行くまでに朝起きてやることはたくさんある。Before I go to work, when I wake up, there's a lot of things I need to get done. 朝食の準備、部屋の掃除、それから preparing my breakfast and cleaning up my room. And also, is it bad that right now I was like, when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I can't, the sunlight, my face, oh my god. And then the only thing I'm thinking of is drinking tea or something. I'm not thinking, right, okay, time to clean up my house. I wish I was this disciplined. 一通りの用意をこなして一息つく。I get a bunch of stuff done and take a breath. けれどゆっくりしている暇はない。最後の仕事が待っている。But there's no time to be relaxing. There's the final bit of work that's waiting for me to get done. その仕事場に向かおうとしたとき、背後から声をかけられた。It's when I was about to go towards my workplace that I was called from behind. Sorry, I thought for some reason that there was one last thing she had to do at home before going to work. But anyway, is it a handsome guy that's calling us from behind?
姉ちゃん、おはよう。
Handsome, but unfortunately our brother. Good morning, older sis. I love the art though, it's so cute. 寝草でボサボサの髪のまま。He appears with his hair still half asleep, when it's a bit all over the place. Looks pretty here, but だらしのない格好で弟の What's that? This is what I mean. When it comes to names, I'm like, okay, where is my Google Translate? Google Translate. What is the kanata? Maybe. Let me try my best to get the kanji down. I think it's kanata. I could be really wrong though and embarrass myself right now. Yeah, Kanata, yes, I got it right. Sorry, I get really excited because names are like the bane of my existence. Anyway, だらしのない格好で弟のカナタの That does say like he's just woken up, but I'm sorry guys, my Japanese just is not perfect. There's so many moments when I'm like, okay, how do I pronounce that? I know what it means, but oh my god. Okay. Let's see. 起床 Rising, getting out of bed. Yeah, I thought it was getting out of bed, but だらしのない格好で弟のカナタの起床だ。So her little brother appears looking kind of like a bit silly because he's just woken up. 珍しく起こす前に起きてきたのね。It's rare of you to wake up before I go to wake you up myself.
さすがに毎日姉ちゃんに起こしてもらわなくても起きられるよ。
Of course, I don't have to get you to wake me up every single day. そう、偉い偉い。Is that so? Good boy. 朝の最後の仕事はカナタを起こすこと。Oh, okay. So, you know, earlier when I was like, well, I thought there was like one last job she had to do at home. Yeah, it was. She's basically saying, the one last thing I have to do before work is to wake up Kanata. いつもはダラダラと布団から出てこないのに珍しいこともあるものだ。Normally, it takes forever to get out of his futon, but I guess rare things happen, you know? Oh, bless him. 起こす手間が省けてよかったわ。I'm glad it meant that I didn't have to wake you up.
はいはい。いつもすみません。
Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry. それにしても少しくらい髪を整えて起きてきたらどう？ Saying that, wouldn't it make sense to sort of sort out your hair a little bit before you come getting up?
へえ、そんなにひどい？
Huh? It's really that bad? おかしいなぁとつぶやきながら乱暴に髪の毛を引っ張り無理やり直そうとする。He's like, huh, that's strange. And then is like pulling his hair like crazy, trying to fix it. He's so cute. ちょっとそんなことしても治らないから整えてきなさい。Hey, that's not going to help at all. Go and sort it out already, like some, you know, in the bathroom or whatever.
はーい。また後でね。
Fine. See you later. I low-key wanted to say smell you later, but そう言って眠そうにあくびをする。After saying that, he yawns. あんた一応長男なんだからもっとちゃんとしなさい。For goodness sake, you're the eldest boy of the house, like, you know, eldest son. You need to be more kind of responsible type of thing, you know, more serious.
そんなこと言ったって。
I can't help it. 確かにまだ子供の彼方に長男だのなんなの言っても仕方のないことかもしれないけど。It's true. He's still a child. It would be a bit silly to be referring to him as, you know, the oldest man of the house and things like that. Perhaps it's like a bit too early. 今からしっかりと自覚を持って行動してもらわないと家の将来に関わる。But with saying that, we need him to, you know, understand the fact that he's the eldest of the house and act like so if we were to consider the future of the household. So very like Taisho period. I guess it is Taisho period. So I don't actually know when the exact period Taisho is. I think it's after Meiji. So like, I can't remember if it's like I think it's early 20th century, but don't quote me on that. But it is like that kind of time. If any of you have played Butterfly's Poison Blood Chains, it's the same period as that. 朝ごはんできてるから早く食べてきて。
はーい。
Fine. Oh, 朝ごはんできてる. The earlier bit was, I've made you breakfast, so go eat it already. And he's like, fine. 返事は短く. Make sure your answers are short.
はい。
Okay.
なんか母さんと話してるみたい。
Feels like I'm talking to mom. 母娘なんだからしょうがないでしょ I don't know. It's not 母娘. It's like something else. Let me, Oh, what is my phone doing? Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm, we're doing this right because I don't want you guys going away thinking it's a certain way when it's like not. 母娘。親子 right, okay, 親子 so family, but it's written 母娘 which is like mother daughter. Anyway, what do you expect? I am my mother's daughter. しっかりしてもらわないと私が困るの。Unless you're sensible and you're being, mature, I'm the one that has to suffer from it. 私の言葉にカナタの顔がハッとなる。In response to my words, Kanata's face kind of, it looks like when realization hits, I think he does adore his sister, clearly.
もしかして俺のことが心配で結婚できないの？
Hang on a sec. Is it possible that it's because you're worrying about me that you haven't gotten married yet? はい? Sorry? カナタの口から結婚なんて言葉が出てくるとは思わず、あっけに取られて間抜けな声が出てしまった。I hadn't expected the word marriage to come out of Kanata's mouth. I couldn't help but be surprised, so I had like a really I looked dumbfounded, like my face was like, if you know what I mean. And a funny noise came out of my mouth. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
だって母さんもこの間父さんとその話してたし。
Well, it's just that Mom was also talking about that with Dad,
仕事なんかやめて縁談の一つでも受けてくれればいいのに。
He said that she should quit working and, accept one arranged marriage offer or something like that. I guess they want her to get married. それは、that's... 確かに周りの友達はだんだんと縁談がまとまり、結婚しているのは事実。That's true. My friends around me are slowly but surely, accepting arranged marriage offers and getting married. That's true. お母さんから何回か縁談の話をされたが、はぐらかしてまともに聞いたことは一度もない。The concept of marriage has been brought up by my mum several times, but there isn't once that I've actually taken it seriously. I've always tried to wave it off, Also, I've noticed that 10 minutes is way too short, so I will play this until we meet our first love interest, and then I will make the rest on Patreon, just so that you're like, oh no, it's like we haven't even seen love interest. I just want you to at least get a taste of the love interests. But anyway, 仕事をしているのをあまりよく思われていないのもそのせいだ。And it's because I haven't taken any of these offers seriously that they don't think any good of me working.
だからもしかしたら俺のことが心配で結婚できないのかなって。
Which is why I thought maybe it's because you're worried about me that you haven't been able to get married yet. そういうわけじゃないんだけど、it's not that, but 世間的にはちょうどいい年齢なのかもしれないけれど、結婚なんて私にはまだ早いと思っている。It may be the age to get married, societally speaking, but I can't help but think that I'm a bit too young for marriage still.
なんか、ごめん。
I'm sorry, I guess.
いい人いないんだね。
I guess there's no one special in your heart. Why does he sound like he feels sorry for us or something? 哀れみの表情で見られてしまい、いたたまれなくなる。He's looking at me with genuine, sorrow or sympathy or something, and it makes me feel somewhat, not want to be there type of thing. 弟相手にしろろもろろになってしまう。He's my brother, and yet I can't help but
俺、聞いちゃいけないこと聞いちゃったよね。
I asked something I shouldn't have asked, didn't I? 全然そんなことないから。No, no, not at all.
店のお客さんにいい人いないの？
Oh, isn't there anyone nice, in the shop? Like in the customers? Oh, I think this is a story about finding like a good-looking customer or something. I don't know. お客さん？customer?
だってカフェって言ったらいろんな人が来るんでしょ？
Well, because when someone says cafe, all sorts of people arrive, right? 確かに、まあ、I suppose.
一人くらいピンとくる人は？
Isn't there even one person that's like,ピンと、
ああ、その顔全然ダメなんだ。
Oh, the expression on your face says it all. ちょっと返事聞く前からそういうのやめてよ。Hey, don't say things like that before you even hear my response.
だってそうでしょ？
I mean, it's true, right? それはそうだけど。I mean, yeah, but お店の子でそうやっていい縁があって結婚した子もいる。It's true. There was a girl working at the shop that, found someone that way. けれど、私の場合そういう風に見た人は今までいない。However, in my case, there isn't a single person that I've seen in that way at the shop. She works at a cafe, by the way. I keep on saying shop, but 縁がなかったとも言うけれど、It could be said that fate hasn't worked out for me yet, but
だったらお見合いしちゃえばいいじゃん。
whenever the music stops, I low-key expect like a jump scare because it was like a little ago that my friend and I was playing this like horror otome indie game that, depending on what the indie devs say, like I need to message them about let's plays, but like depending on what they say, I may do a let's play of it. But because of that, I'm like really worried there's a jump scare, even though this is like a super wholesome one as far as I'm aware. In which case, why don't you do an arranged marriage? そんな簡単に言わないでよ。Hey, you make it sound so easy.
だってさ、誰にももらわれずに年老いていったらどうするの？
I mean, what if no one wants to be with you and then you end up getting old? This little brother, oh my god.
俺だって一生は面倒見れないかもしれないよ。
Even I might not be able to look after you for the rest of your life. こういうところはなんて想像力がたくましいんだと感心する。I can't help but marvel at how imaginative he is when it comes to these things. ある意味長男としての自覚があるのかもしれないけれど。It could be said that his...understanding that he's the eldest has finally hit. 心配しなくてもなんとかなるわよ。You don't need to worry. It'll work out, I'm sure.
本当かな？
You sure? 私の心配してる暇があったら勉強しなさい。If you have time to be worried about me, then perhaps you should study.
姉ちゃんの将来が心配でそれどころじゃないかも。
Oh man, I'm so worried for your future that I don't think I can focus on my studies. かなた？
冗談だって。ごめん。
It's a joke. I'm sorry. まったく。Seriously.
でもさ、母さんが心配してたのは本当だからさ。
But it is true that mom was worried. お母さんは私の年にはもう結婚していて、私を産んでいる。By now, my mother had already gotten married and given birth, like, the main character's age. だからそう考えると、焦るのも少しわかる気がするけれど。Which is why, thinking of it like that, I suppose it's understandable that she's worrying, but... でも、仕事が楽しいから今はやめられないかな。It's just that I'm having so much fun at work. I don't think I can quit right now. そう、今はカフェの仕事が楽しい。That's right. Currently working as a waitress is fun. Or, working at the cafe. コーヒーの入れ方を教えてもらったり、新しく学ぶことがたくさんあって仕事を辞めたいとは思えない。You know, being taught how to make coffee, and there are so many things I learn on a daily basis that I can't help but not, like, I don't, the thought of quitting just, you know, isn't great. それに今は女性も働く時代だ。Besides, that's right. It's the age where women work as well. Yeah, because Taisho's kind of like when women start working and like becoming independent as well. It's that kind of, you know. だから私のような人間がいてもいいんだと思っている。Which is why I can't help but think it's okay if there are people like me as well.
そっか。姉ちゃん仕事が好きなんだね。
I see. You like work, huh, older sis? うん、すごく楽しいよ。Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
俺、姉ちゃんのこと応援するよ。
I'll support you, older sis. かなた。
姉ちゃんが働いてくれてるおかげで、いろいろ買ってもらえるし。
I mean, you know, thanks to you working, I get lots of things bought for me as well.
姉ちゃんが仕事辞めたら俺も困る。だから応援する。
He's so cheeky. Which is why, if you quit working, it will be a problem for me as well. So, I'm rooting you on. His brother's so cheeky, I love it. 少しでも感動した私が悪かった。I shouldn't have felt so, you know, moved by his words.
あ、そろそろ仕事に行く時間じゃない？
Oh, isn't it time for you to go to work soon? かなたにI don't know what that I know what it means. Again, I don't know what, like, how to pronounce it, you know? 促されかなたに促され今 I think it's 今今の時計を見ると出勤の時間が迫っていた。I was reminded by Kanata, and when I looked at the clock, the time to leave for work was approaching. 本当だ You're right. 今日は遅番だからってゆっくりしすぎちゃった。That's right. Today I'm working on the later shift, so I just ended up relaxing.
ほらほら、俺のことはいいからさっさと言って。
Come on, you don't need to worry about me. Just go already. なんだかそれはそれで良くない気がするんだけど。I mean, when you put it like that, I don't like it either. It doesn't sound, you know, it sounds a bit like he's just telling her to go away.
いいからさ。
It doesn't, never mind.
ちゃんと朝ごはん食べて、寝癖直して勉強するから。
I'll make sure to eat breakfast, fix my bed hair, and, you know, study, so...
はい、いってらっしゃい。
So, enjoy, bye! そう言ってぐいぐいと背中を押される。He says that and pushes my back. なんだか漠然としないけれど、問い詰めている場合ではない。it doesn't feel like kind of the way you wanted it to go, but there's no point in asking questions or like telling him that or anything. 急いで準備をして家を飛び出す。I hurry, get ready, and leave the house. かなたに見送られながらの出勤なんて初めてかもしれない。It could actually be the first time that Kanata sends me off like this to work. 今日はいつもと少しだけ違う朝だった。Today felt like a slightly different morning. And I'm sure it is because there will be all these love interest customers that we must pick, I'm sure. Oh, there's like an opening theme and everything. I did not expect this. Okay, so I love the art though. That guy looks interesting. I like the guy on the left. Oh, these are CGs. Apparently there are 27 CGs, which I think for an indie otome is like pretty good. Isn't that better than some automate games? And I like that it's voiced. This is actually very polished, you know. I don't know who I like most though. Oh, he looks serious. He kind of gives off like Dante vibes. Maybe it's just the way he looks. I don't know. Oh, he's my type. I'm the most excited about him. I hope he's a love interest. Look how serious he looks. I bet he's gonna be mean. I'm wondering if this guy's like the mean nice or genuine nice guy. How pretty the art is though. Although I am wondering if there's going to be any like kiss CGs and stuff, or whether it's like fully self-insert, if you know what I mean. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Cool. That's the main character, I'm guessing. She's really cute. I like that. So that's the kind of intro, I guess. 銀座にあるカフェバウリスタ。The cafe, I'm guessing Baurista is like barista. It's a cafe in 銀座。私はここでジョロ No, it's not joro. That's something completely different. 上級? That doesn't sound right. So let me like 上級. No, it is 上級. Okay. ここで上級をしている. So like salary woman, maybe. I'm gonna take that as a part-time job. 小さな店だが庶民向けのカフェは最近のコーヒー人気も集まって大人気だった。人気も Jesus, I'm so sorry guys. I feel really bad. Like almost inadequate, if you know what I mean. Oh, what am I doing? 待って。相まって。That's it. Okay. 最近のコーヒー人気も相まって大人気だ。It's a small shop, but the cafe that's suitable for sort of, you know, normal citizens is quite popular because there's also popularity rising in coffee as well. カフェというよりは定食屋に近いので食事目的の人も多く来店する。We call it a cafe, but to be honest, it's more like a food sort of restaurant type thing. And so a lot of people who come here for food in mind as well. 昼過ぎには満席になることも多い。A little past lunchtime, it's quite often for it to be fully booked as well, like every seat's taken. ここ数ヶ月でお客の数はかなり増えたと思う。I feel that the number of customers has risen quite a bit over the last couple of months. 小さな店なので、ホールは店長と数人の女給で対応している。It's a small shop, so the hallway is, you know, dealt with. I'm guessing hall, maybe it means like the main space, is dealt by the manager and several women, like female employees. けれど最近、今の人数では少し足りないと思う時間帯もある。However, recently, there are, you know, periods where it feels like the number of people aren't quite like sufficient, like number of customers. Oh no, it doesn't feel sufficient with the number of employees. Like they need more employees to deal with the rising number of customers. それでもなんとかお店が回っているので、しばらくは大丈夫だろう。However, even so, it's working, you know, things are working nicely and smoothly in the shop. So for now, I'm sure it's fine. 連日の仕事の疲れで少し眠気があるが、体を伸ばし気合を入れる。Due to the fact that it's work every single day, there is a little bit of me that's, you know, tired and I'm sleepy, but I stretch and, you know, do my best. おはようございます。Good morning. 店長にいつも通り挨拶をする。I say hello to the manager and as usual. 疲れたなんてそんなことを思っている暇はない。 There's no time to be thinking about how tired I am. 朝から仕事は山のようにあるのだ。There's so much work to be done from the morning. This main character is so admirable. Like, you know, if this was me, I'd be like, I hate work. What is this? Why am I doing this? You know? Oh, Izumi, good morning. 店長どうかしたんですか? Is something wrong?
ちょっとね。
Yeah, kind of. いつもなら店長も明るく挨拶をしながら机を拭いているが、今日は何か様子がおかしい。Normally, the manager also says hi very brightly, like, you know, energetically, while wiping the tables. But for some reason today, his behavior is a little bit strange. 店長、顔が暗いですよ。Manager, your face is, you know, you seem a bit down. 魂でも抜けていきそうな深いため息が漏れる。He gives us a great sigh as if his soul is going to come out.
実はね、出勤早々で悪いけど、君にお願いがあるんだ。
Actually, I know you've just arrived, but I have a favor to ask of you. Is it about finding a love interest? I'm obsessed. I just want to see like all the love interests and their personalities, you know? 何ですか? What is it? 店長からこんなに改まってお願いをされるなんて初めてのこと。It's the first time I've ever been asked a favor in such a like serious manner. 自然と身構えてしまう。I can't help but like brace myself a little bit. 私にお願いしたいことって何だろう? What is it that he wants to ask a favor of me, you know?
この通りだ。
Like, this is it! 店長はいきなり私に頭を下げた。Oh, actually, that previous one in this context would probably be like, please, because he suddenly bows. 店長、頭を上げてください。Manager, please raise your head. そう言っても店長は一向に頭を上げてくれない。I say that, and yet the manager doesn't like raise his head at all. I'm very curious now. 店長、一体何を? Manager, what on earth?
僕に美男子を紹介してくれ。
Okay, this is exciting. Please introduce a handsome man to me. I don't think it's the way it's sounding, but... はい? Sorry? 店長からの全く想像していなかった一言に少し残っていた眠気は一気に吹き飛ぶ。The favor my manager has asked of me that was beyond imagination was just so like out there that the very little sleepiness was blown away.
店員の君にこんなお願い事をしてしまって本当に申し訳ないと思う。
I know you're an employee and ask for such a thing. I can't help but feel bad, but ちょっと待ってください。Wait a second. どうして美男子を紹介してくれなんですか? Why has it introduced me a handsome man? いきなり美男子を紹介してくれでは相当理解できない。To be suddenly asked, please introduce a handsome man to me? I can't, like, my brain can't compute. しかも朝一番にそんなことを言われて頭は大混乱だ。Not to mention, it's like the first thing I've been told this morning, and my brain is just like all over the place now. 困った私を無視して、店長は5本と一つ咳払いをして話を続ける。Ignoring the troubled face expression on my face, the manager coughs once and then continues his story.
実は今度第1回美男子大会が開催されることになった。
Actually, there's going to be essentially a Mr. Handsome competition, and apparently that's happening. 美男子大会ですか? A Mr. Handsome competition? 普段聞き慣れない単語の連続に情報の整理が追いつかない。 the variety of words that we normally you don't normally hear, because there's so many of them, the information isn't being processed. Like her brain can't quite like catch up to all that's going on. 店長は小さなチラシを取り出した。The manager brought out a small leaflet.
そう。今度の春祭りで初めて開催することになったんだよ。
That's right. This spring festival, they've decided to make it a thing. 春祭りってこの通りで行われている大きなお祭りですよね。Spring festivals? You're talking about the one that's always held on this road, right?
ああ、その春祭りだ。
Yeah, that's right. That spring festival. どんな大会なんですか? What sort of competition is it?
この名の通り、美男子を集めて誰が一番かを決める大会だよ。
It's, as the title suggests, we're collecting a bunch of handsome men and then deciding who is the best out of all of them. This game is so comedic, I don't even. 女性でよく行われているあれですか? Is it one of those like Miss competitions?
そう。それと同じものだと聞いている。
That's right. I've heard it's basically the same thing.
初めての大会でね。一般公募ではなく、推薦者のみの参加になった。
It's their very first competition, you see. And as a result, it isn't done by like popularity like polls, but instead it's only those who have been like suggested by people.
そこで倉田さんの知り合いに出場者を一人紹介してくれと言われてしまった。
Which is why I was asked to, introduce someone by like one of the, I'm guessing the people organizing it and stuff. 倉田さんというのはチラシにシュ something 社として名前dear me. Okay, right. 主催者 maybe? I don't know. I'm just making guesses at this point. Organizer, of course. 主催者 Okay, so I was right. チラシに主催者として名前が書いてあった人のことかな。Is Kurata-san perhaps the person that's written there as the organizer? そうだったんですね。I see. やっと少しだけ状況を読み込めてきた。I was finally able to grasp the situation.
頼む。誰か紹介してくれないか。
Please, introduce someone to me.
僕の周りに思い当たる人物がいないんだ。
There's just no one around me that I can think of. 紹介と言われましても、You say introduce, but
誰でもいい。お父さんでもお兄さんでも弟さんでも。
It doesn't matter who. It could be your dad, it could be your older brother, it could be your younger brother. 父はもう若くないですし、ご紹介はできないです。I mean, my dad isn't really young anymore, and I don't think I could introduce him to you. 弟はまだ遠ですし、身内では無理です。And my little brother is still too young, and I don't think there's anyone within family. さすがにカナダでは子供すぎるし、お父さんではもう年齢的に参加できないだろう。Canada is definitely way too young. He's too much of a child. And my father is just, like, age-wise, it's just not happening. 残念ながら力にはなれそうにない。Unfortunately, it seems I won't be able to be of much help.
そうか。
Is that so?
なら知り合いはどうだい？幼馴染だとか近所の人でもいい。
Then what about someone you perhaps know, like an acquaintance? It could be like a childhood friend or a neighbor. そうですね。Yeah, let's think. 近所の人を思い浮かべるが、皆おじさんばかりで若い人がいない。I try and think of all the neighbors, but they're all like おじさん, like old men, and there's no one young I can think of. それに若い男性の知り合いなど私にいるはずもなく、It's not like there would be any young male that I would know anyway, and すみません。I'm sorry. 私の返事に店長はがっくりと肩を落とす。In response to me, the manager kind of looks disappointed, like, oh no, type of thing. 他の子はどうだったんですか？ What about any of the other girls? そう言ってホールにいる他の女給だった。Sorry, I had to remember. ホールにいる他の女給の子の顔を見る。I say that and then look around the restaurant, cafe, to look at the faces of all the other girls. みんな一斉に首を振る。Everyone shakes their head.
みんなダメだった。
Everyone didn't know. How do none of these girls know anyone that's like a young male? I mean, yeah, I guess it makes sense in the situation and the time maybe, but it's just kind of funny. これだけいれば誰か一人くらい紹介できそうなものだが、まさかの全滅だとは。You'd think with so many people, there would be at least one person that can introduce someone, but to think that no one has anyone. 最後の頼みだった私もダメで、店長の略 Let's see. Oh, they're wrong. That one. And 略よ? I don't know. It means disappoint. 落胆。I need to remember that. 落胆。最後の頼みだった私もダメで、店長の落胆は計り知れない。It seems that I was the last one he asked, and even then there was no results, and you can tell the disappointment in the manager's face. もし紹介できないとどうなるんですか？ What happens if you can't introduce someone? 推薦できないというのはそんなに大変なことなんだろうか？ Is it really that big a deal that he can't 推薦 is like put someone out there, like throw a name into the hat.
大会の主催の倉田さんは貿易省の資産家なんだ。
The organizer of this festival, Kurata-san, is basically like someone who's really rich and is renowned amongst the shops and things like that.
もし人が集まらないとなると、資産家のメンツが丸つぶれになってしまう。
If there aren't enough people, his reputation will be awful. そうなるとどうかなるんですか？ And that will result in what?
うちは何もならない。
Nothing will happen to us. Oh, that's good. 何か罰があるのかと思って心配してしまった。I couldn't help but worry like there would be some sort of repercussions.
けれど、もし参加者を紹介できたら、店の改築資金を出してくれると約束してくれたんだ。
But he did promise me that if we can bring forth like someone who participates, then he's going to give the shop some money. Okay, that makes sense. Now I can see why he's so motivated to find someone. そうなんですか？
最近お客さんも増えて店を広く改築しようと思っていたところに舞い込んできた話でね。
Yeah, so she's like, oh really? And he's like, recently the number of customers has grown and I was thinking about expanding the house, and then that's when this story came, this idea was brought to me.
参加者を紹介するだけで資金提供してくれるなんて、こんないい話めったにない。
To think that he would be happy to, give us money just from us introducing someone, there's no better, it isn't very often that a chance like this happens.
いやー、お金持ちの考えていることはよくわからないけど、これを逃す手はない。
Oh, I mean, I don't know how, rich people think, but there's no way I'm letting this, go. なんだかそんなことで資金提供してくれるとは怪しい話にも聞こえるけれど、確かにお金持ちの考えることはよくわからない。It is true that it's a bit like huh, you know, that someone's gonna give you all this money just from introducing someone. But it's true that, you know, sometimes it's hard to understand the way a rich person thinks. うちにとってはありがたい話でしかない。For us, it's only like a happy, lucky idea, you know, like what you call it, opportunity. 私もお店が広くなればいいと思っていたところ、I was also thinking that it would be nice if the shop grew, you know, expanded. 店長も思いは同じだったよ。It seems the manager was thinking the same thing. 資金援助か。Helping us with money, huh? Like giving us money type of thing. Donations, that's probably the best way to put it. 誰でもいいんですよね。It can be anyone, right?
ああ、美男子であれば誰でも構わんよ。
Yep, as long as they're as long as they're handsome, it doesn't matter who. It can be someone that's like crazy in the mind, but it's okay as long as they're attractive. Pretty privileged, it's best.
むしろもう若い男性なら誰でもいい。
I mean, at this point, if they're young, I don't care. I do like this manager, he's funny. それはもう趣旨から外れているような I think that's going a bit far, but 例えばお客さんでも What about even if they're a customer?
ああ、もし承諾を得られたらだけど。
Yeah, you know, as long as we get permission, of course. 私、お店の常連さんに声をかけてみます。Okay, I will ask any of our regulars then.
本当かい？
Really? はい、もしかしたら受けてくれる人がいらっしゃるかもしれませんし。Yes, that's right. There could potentially be someone who would accept this, you know, what you call it, request. 周りで紹介できないのであれば、もう頼るのはお客さんしかいない。If there's no one around us that can be introduced, then there's only the customers that we can ask help from. 常連さんに事情を話せば、もしかしたら一人くらい首を縦に振ってくれる人が出てくるかもしれない。If we explain the situation to one of the regulars, then perhaps at least one will, you know, agree to it.
泉くん、ありがとう。
泉、Thank you. お店のためです。頑張ります。It's for the shop. I'll do my best. 私の言葉に他の女給たちも一斉に拍手をしてくれた。In response to my words, the other employees also started clapping. 私だってこのお店がもっと繁盛すれば嬉しい。I also will feel happy if this shop becomes, you know, even more popular. もっとコーヒーの良さがいろんな人に広まればいいと思う。I think that it would be great if the greatness of coffee spreads even further.
お店で一番長く働いてくれている君なら、きっとお客さんも安心して話を聞いてくれるよ。
If it's you who's been working the longest in this shop, then I'm sure the customers will be able to, you know, will listen to you without any like doubts or suspicions. I love that this manager has put like so much trust in her. It makes me laugh. It's so heartwarming though. I don't know. I find it all cozy and, you know, fuzzy.
ああ、まあでも交渉は慎重にね。常連さんだからこそ、無理はしないようによ。
Oh, but, you know, make sure you proceed with caution, like them are regulars, so I don't want you to force it on them, which is, yeah, makes sense. はい、任せてください。Yep, I'll do my best.
いやー、助かったよ。これで店も安泰だ。
Ah, I'm so glad that you know, this is great. Now the shop is gonna be fine. 店長はいつもの明るさを取り戻し、厨房へと消えていった。The manager regained his usual, like, bright demeanor and went into the kitchen, disappeared into the kitchen. と、大見えを張っていったものの、and while I did say it with so much confidence, 誰に声をかけよう Who do I speak to? 店長はもう誰でもいいなんて言っていたけれど、やはりそこは目を引く男性の方がいいだろうと思う。 The manager did say it doesn't matter who, but if we're going to ask, we should ask someone who's draws attention. 美男子か。A handsome man, huh? お客さんの中で飛び抜けた美男子と言われ、パッと頭に思い描いたのは6人。Being asked who the handsome men are amongst our customers, the ones that appear, there are like 6 of them. Sorry, but that's so many. Like the 6 attractive regulars. Like this, how is this girl not married yet? I'm obviously joking, but いずれも3日に一度は姿を見る常連だ。They're all people who, like regulars, we would see at least once in 3 days. この中の誰かを推薦できれば、優勝も夢ではないのではないかと思う。If we can manage to put forth one of these customers, then I don't think it's a dream for them to even win, you know? なんて目をつけた人はいるが、そもそも声をかける勇気が私にあるのかと不安になってきた。And so there are people who I can think of, however, do I have the courage to ask them? I started feeling a little bit worried about that. 常連さんといえど、今浮かんだ6人と拠点は薄い、というかないに等しい。There may be regulars, but the 6 people that came to mind, there's very little we have in common, and you could even say there's nothing in common that we have. 第一上級から急に美男子大会に出場してくださいなどと言われるのはいかがなものか。I mean, even the concept of a female employee asking, like being asked by a female employee, like, please enter this Mr. Handsome competition. It's like, maybe that's like uncomfortable and weird. 不安しかない。That only concerns.さっきも店長が言っていた通り、常連さんの気分を損ねてしまったら元も子もない。As the manager said earlier, it's not good since they're regulars. You don't want to make them uncomfortable or put them in a bad mood. けれど声をかけないことには何も始まらない。But not even speaking to them isn't going to, like, there's not even a start there type of thing.今日も来てくれればいいけど I hope they come today as well. 善は急げで早いうちに声をかけておきたい。They say, if you snooze, you lose type of thing, and I'd like to ask them earlier than later. それに早く推薦者を決めて店長を安心させてあげたかった。Besides, I want to bring forth a name so that the manager can relax about it.あのままではきっと候補者が決まるまで仕事どころではないだろうし。And the way he was, I'm sure until someone's chosen, he won't be able to focus on work. This girl is so concerned for a manager. It's actually adorable. She's such a good girl. It's nice that she has a good relationship with her manager, the manager though, because that's like so key in work, No wonder she enjoys it here.We are zooming through the common room. This is going to be like a whole hour session. 昼、lunchtime. だいぶ混んできたな。Man, it's starting to get full. 窓際の席を除き、見事に満席。皆コーヒーを片手に談笑している。Sorry, I don't know, like my brain went with that. Wow, it's getting busy. Apart from the seats on the window, everywhere is just full, like completely full. Everyone's got a coffee in their hand and is having a great conversation. 料理長が厨房で疲弊しているのが、たやすに、you're something 想像できる。Okay, so 用意 maybe? 用意 Okay, so it's 用意に想像できる。 I can just imagine the stress of the manager back in the kitchen. 私もコーヒーを入れることだけはできるので、手が空いたら手伝いに行きたいが、今はここを離れることができない。I can at least make coffee, so, once I'm a bit freer, I would like to go and help him, but currently there's no way I can leave, because it's so busy. 来客を告げるベルの音が鳴る。The bell to let us know that there's a customer, chimes. あ、思い描いていた人物のその登場に思わず声が出てしまった。One of the people she had in mind already appeared and I can't help but let out a noise. Oh my god, there's two of them. ほぼ同時に入ってきたのは和服の男性と洋服の男性。Is there a way to hide this? Dang it, I wish there was. Probably not. Okay.There was one man in Japanese clothing and one man in Western clothing. 標的その1と2だ。It's target 1 and 2. And this is interesting. So these are old-fashioned ways of writing 1 and 2. We don't use these anymore. But for those who are interested in Japanese, いらっしゃいませ. Welcome. They're so serious.今日はお二人でいらっしゃったんですか？ Is it just the two of you this time? No, the two of you today?
違う。
That's wrong. Alright. 違う。They're so snotty. What is this? ほとんど同時に答えが返ってくる。They respond almost at the same time. 失礼いたしました。I'm terribly sorry. Why do I come in at the same time as this guy? Oh, okay, so they're not friends. They just don't they don't actually like each other and they entered at the same time. He's like, why did I end up with this guy?
早く席に案内しろ。
Is he an Oresama character? Oh my god. Quickly guide me to a seat already. あいにく満席でして、相席であれば窓の席が空いているのですが、actually we're so full. There is the tables at the window that, is for two people if you'd be okay with that.
こいつと相席
What? Sitting with this guy?
俺は別に構わない。
I personally don't mind. そう言って和服の男性はスタスタと窓際の席に向かう。He says that, and the man in the Japanese clothes quickly walks towards the window seat.
こら、待て
Oh, damn it, wait! 相席は嫌そうだったのになぜか洋服の男性もその後を追う。For some reason, he looked really unhappy about sitting with that guy, and yet he also follows the, guy in the Japanese clothes. 私も注文を聞くためにその後を恐る恐るついていった。And as for me, to ask their orders, I slowly went, followed them. I'm already into these characters. I'm so excited. 二人は席に着き、目も合わせずただ無言で座っている。The two of them sit down, and without even looking at each other in silence, they sit down. それだけなのに、女性客から、はぁとため息が漏れるのが聞こえた。It's just that, and yet I can hear the female customers being if you know what I mean. You know what? I think what she needs to do is suggest a kind of we're in actually quite trouble because we need to find someone to enter this it doesn't need to be serious, just someone to enter, someone handsome, and perhaps you would like to join to the Japanese outfit person, and the Western outfit person will be what, him? I think I'd do a better job. I don't know. I'm just making up in my head now. こ この席は別世界のような雰囲気だ。It seems like the atmosphere around this one table, it feels almost ethereal or like a different dimension compared to the other like seats.
注文を
Please take my order. あ、はい。Oh, of course. 私も思わず見とれてしまっていた。Even I was like staring at him, like kind of admiring his beauty.
俺はコーヒー
I would like a coffee.
俺も同じもの
I would like the same.
おい真似すんなお坊ちゃん
Hey, don't copy me. Obot-chan is like a title you'd use for like some snooty rich boy. So I guess it'd be like, hey, don't copy me, rich boy.
ここに来るのはコーヒーを飲むためだろう真似も何もない
Wouldn't you come here? This is a place to come to drink coffee. What do you mean I'm copying you? This duo, I love it.
相席が嫌なら入り口で待っていたらどうだ
If you don't want to sit together, perhaps you can wait at the front.
同時に入ったのになんで俺が待たなきゃなんねえんだよ
Why is it that we walk in at the same time and yet I'm the one who has to wait?
俺の方が先に入った
I'm the one that entered first.
おいほら喧嘩売ってんの
Hey, are you trying to ask for a fight? コーヒー2つでよろしいですね。So 2 coffees, wasn't it?
ああ
Yep. 少々お待ちください。Okay, wait a moment. 周りの席の人は2人のやりとりに少し驚いていたようだけど、私はもう慣れてしまった。It seems people around us were a little bit surprised by their exchange, but I was used to it. あそこで割って入らなければ、あのやりとりは延々に続く。I think it's basically like forever continues, but unless you kind of get in between them, so unless she like interrupts them and takes their order, that conversation can go on forever. 和風の男性は芥川良太郎 God, I hope they put the hiragana on the Akutagawa part because I'm not going to remember that. But the Japanese clothes guy is called Akutagawa Ryotaro. Kado no I'm just gonna have to pick that up. I guess I do feel a bit of frustration when I have to because it's like I should know. Okay, I shouldn't know because like why would I know, right? I've been living in England forever, but I don't know. I just don't like the feeling of my Japanese slipping away, if you know what I mean, because it's kind of like, or it used to be more like my mother tongue. Iemoto. Oh, Iemoto. Okay. 和風の男性は芥川良太郎、華道の家元さんだ。So the Japanese style guy is called Akutagawa Ryotaro, and he is the son of Kado is like, I think it's Kado is like, I don't know how to put it, like beautiful dancing type thing. I don't know how to explain it. Let me like get a quick translation from this. Oh, flower arrangement, of course. Okay, he is the like son of I'm guessing a famous flower arrangement house, which means he's very, very rich. Akutagawa-san, was it? Akutagawa-san? Oh no, go back. Okay, Akutagawa. Okay, so it's Akutagawa. Akutagawa さんは若くして家を継ぎ、今注目の華道家だ。So Akutagawa さんbecame, I guess, the head of the house at like a very young age, and is currently, it has a lot of attention on him as a flower arrangement guy. His arrangements are incredibly popular, and apparently he gets called to all sorts of places. 洋服の男性は平塚大。So the guy in the western clothes is called 平塚大。こちらは人気の舞台俳優さんで、劇場が近くにあるためよく来てくれている。 This is a popular actor, and because the theater is close by, he often comes along. So maybe you might be able to convince him by saying like, oh, this may help improve your fame even further, like, you know, make your name out there. 平塚さんの人気もすごく、主演の舞台はいつも完売除霊Oh, I'm sorry, guys. 完売 It's pretty, God, I hate complicated kanji, you know. It's not even that complicated, this one. 完売お礼 So, 主演の舞台はいつも完売お礼だそうだ So, any theater where he is the main character apparently sells out really quickly. Like, completely sells out. 女性からの支援がものすごいらしい Apparently, the support from the women is insane. 詳しくは知らないが、あの二人は幼馴染だそうで昔からあんな調子らしい。I don't know the details, but those two are childhood friends apparently from, you know, and know each other from ages ago and have always been like that. 来店が重なるといつもあんな調子で喧嘩をしている。When they walk into the shop at the same time, they're always like that and end up arguing. 本人たちはお互いのことを嫌っているようだけど、相席もなんだかんだするし、実際は仲がいいのではないかと思う。They themselves say that they don't like each other, but regardless of how reluctant they are about it, they do sit like next to each other. And so I can't help but think that perhaps they are, like they do get along in reality. お待たせいたしました。Sorry for making you wait. コーヒーを持っていくと平塚さんは台本を読み、芥川さん I think that's his name 芥川さんは何か書き物をしていた。When I bring the coffee, 平塚さん was reading his manuscript, like script, and 芥川さん was writing something.
やっと来たか。
You finally arrived. 平塚さんは嬉しそうにコーヒーに口をつける。平塚さん looks really happy and drinks his coffee. 飲む姿がすでに様になっていて目を奪われる。The way he drinks itself looks kind of like pretty, and I can't help but stare at him. いただきます。いただきます is like thank you, and I'm like thank you, let me drink type of like it's what people say in Japan. I'm sure many of you know this, but it's what people say before they eat something or drink something, you know. 芥川さんも書き物の手を止めてコーヒーを飲む。芥川さん also stops writing and drinks his coffee. これまた絵画のように美しい。And this tableau almost looks like a painting, like a beautiful painting. 思わず感激のため息があふれる。Without any intention, I let a sigh of like, oh wow, type of thing. この二人に出てもらえば、きっと優勝は間違いないだろうな。If we manage to get these two to enter, there's no way they won't win.
なんだ
What is it? いえ、何でもございません。Oh, no, it's nothing. いけないと口を塞ぎ、一礼をして厨房に戻ろうと後ろを向いたとき、I held my mouth like this and was about to apologize and leave to the kitchen, which is when...
おい、今日のコーヒーは誰が入れた
Hey, who's the one that made today's coffee? え？何かおかしなところがありましたか？ Was there a problem with it?
まずい。
It's gross. 申し訳ございません。I'm terribly sorry. 思わず謝ったが、確か今日は料理長が入れていたはずなのでまずいはずはないと思う。I apologize, but if I remember, today it's the, like, chef, I guess, like the head chef who made the coffee, or the head, in this case it'd be barista, but it's written as the head chef. Anyway, so it shouldn't be disgusting. 味がおかしかったでしょうか？ Was it the flavor?
そうじゃね。おととい。
That's not it. The day before yesterday?
まずいではなく、おとといの方が美味しいだろう。
This combination is so cute. What you're trying to say is, it's not gross or disgusting. It's just that the one the day before yesterday was better. That's what you mean, right?
お前には聞いてねえし、俺の話に割って入ってくんな。
I didn't ask you, okay? Don't interrupt my conversation.
お前は昔の言葉に脈絡がなさすぎる。
from like your words have always lacked like the details or the context.
なんだと。
What are you trying to say? すみません。今すぐ他のものに取り替えてきますので。I'm terribly sorry. I will exchange it with another one immediately. なんとかしてこの場を抑えないとまた言い争いが始まってしまう。I think it's 抑えないと控えないと。Let's write. What is it? Like I always say, I just want to make sure that I'm not completely, because I don't want you guys going off and then, because I know a lot of the people watching this are probably, you know, watching because they want to learn Japanese and stuff, and I don't want you guys going off and then 抑えない。Okay, so it's 抑えない。なんとかしてこの場を抑えないとまた言い争いが始まってしまう。I need to somehow, you know, deal and like restrain this situation or this argument's going to start again.
いや、いい。
No, it's fine. Huh?
これもまずくはないが、おとといの方が美味しいとこの男は言っているだけだ。
This isn't disgusting. It's just the one the day before yesterday was better is what this man is saying.
勝手に代弁すんな。
Hey, stop translating or like, you know, basically stop translating.
そういうことだろう。
That's what you mean, right? 平塚さんは返事もせずに視線を外した。平塚さん doesn't reply and he just like looks away. I love this. I'm really enjoying this Oresama Tsumboy character.
おとといは誰が入れた？
Who was it that made the coffee the day before yesterday? おとといは私がお手伝いさせていただきました。Oh, if it was the day before yesterday, I was the one that was helping out.
そうか。
Is that so? 平塚さんはちらりと私の方を見て、すぐにまた視線を外した。平塚さん looked my way briefly and then immediately looked away again.
もう下がってもらって構わない。お前もいいな。
You can go now. You don't mind. You're fine as well, right? 失礼します。Sorry. Well, excuse me. よくわからないが交渉は必要ないようだ。交換 I think. 交換は必要ないようだ。I don't know, but it seems I don't need to exchange it after all. 今日のコーヒーがまずくて、おととい私が入れた方が美味しかった。So today's coffee wasn't as good, and the day before yesterday, the one I made was better? にわかには信じられないことを言っていた気がする。I can't help but find it unbelievable what he was saying. それにしても仲がいいんだか悪いんだかわからない人たちだ。Either way, it's hard to tell whether they get along or whether they don't. Oh. 思わず戻ってきてしまったが、美男子大会のことを話さなければならなかった。I, without thought, ended up coming back, but I should have brought up the Mr. Handsome contest. とても話せる雰囲気ではないよね。Although it wasn't the kind of environment where I could have brought that up. Yeah, I think you should wait until maybe they're on their own or something. I don't know. あの空気の中で美男子大会にどちらか出ていただけませんかなんて言えるようなsomething 玉は持ち合わせていない。Let me, what is that? 肝っ玉なんて言えるような肝っ玉は持ち合わせていない。 that I don't have the guts or the courage to be like in that situation, be like, will you please enter the Mr. Handsome competition? Is basically what she's saying. あの二人は諦めるしかないか。I suppose I should give up on those two. 日を置いてもあの二人に話しかける勇気はない。Even if I were to leave a day, I don't think I have the courage to speak to those two. Even if I leave like a day, you know. 早速候補が2人消えてしまった。Already 2 of the 6 contestants I had, like the possibilities I had in mind, are gone. And I think I will leave this episode here. So, you know what? This will be the introductory episode. And from the next part onwards, I will record the first half and provide that for free. And then if you'd like to read see the rest, then you can subscribe to my Patreon because I'll upload the second half on that. But anyway, hopefully that was enjoyable. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye!